Hi guys, it's Brandy, and I want to give you guys an update on what's been going on. I was going to do this yesterday, but we were waiting for another phone call that has not came in yet, so I'm just going to give you guys a partial update on what we know. For those of you that are just watching this for the first time, I have a couple of other videos that I have shared on my wall. If you guys want to go back and watch those in order, that would be great. I do have to say that I was pretty emotional because we had just found out about a condition that I have, that I was hurt last summer, and it took 8 months, 9 months, 10 months to get into the right people. We just couldn't get the clinic here to understand what the problems, were going on, that they were serious, that they were, I finally just had to stomp my feet in order to get the right test done. So this is something that has came on pretty rapidly, and it has done a lot of damage, and this is where we're at. So you guys know that we were waiting for a phone call from a doctor in Denver, and it wasn't until this past Thursday that we finally got a phone call back from him. He said that he could do it. It would take about a month to get the pre-authorization authorized, and that it was the most painful surgery that they do. And it would be a two-part. They would do a surgery from the front. They would remove C4 and C5. They would let it heal, or not let it heal, but sew it back up, let all the swelling go down. I would stay in the hospital through this week. When the swelling went down, they would turn me over and go in through the back. They would rebuild my neck, basically. They would fuse it from C2 to T2, more than likely. And I would be in the hospital through rehab, so we're looking at a month after that. So it's a pretty intense, pretty scary surgery. His version was a little different from the neurosurgeon and the spinal surgeon that we had previously talked to, that we had driven to see, and it kind of made me a little uncomfortable. I appreciate that we found him, that he agreed to take it. He told us to really think about this because it is going to be a hard recovery. It's going to be it's going to, like I said, it's the most painful surgery they do. So, and I'm not the best one with anesthesia, so I'm kind of a sissy, but as far as the pain, the pain doesn't scare me. I've had pain my whole life, and I don't mind being the test for the testimony for anybody else that needs to get through anything. I don't mind that at all. I use my life and the things that have happened to me in a way to help others. I talk to people who are suicidal. It just wasn't that long ago that I just talked to, a guy that was really wanting to commit suicide and did not, thank God. And, children that are abused, and women that are abused, and people who just don't know how to get out of those situations. So I use my life and the things that happen to me for the good of others. I always have. I've always tried to do the right thing, and I'm going to do the right thing with this. You guys have been praying for us, and I appreciate that. I can feel God working because Satan is tearing our life apart, pretty much. And but we all, we know God wins. God always wins. It's just a matter of getting through the test. God never puts anything on you more than you can handle. So we're trying. We've got our hands clasped. We're praying. We're trying. I think everything will be just fine. I know everything will be just fine. Lee also got hurt. Of course, you guys know that he's got myomalacia in 3 places. I will be posting his spinal pictures of his MRI, so that way you guys can pray over them, please. I know that at any time I could lose him in his sleep, because that's what it does. It affects your spinal cord in a way. It's the same thing I have in my neck. It affects your spinal cord in a way that it paralyzes you and then it suffocates you. So we're both pretty weak, but we're holding each other up, and that's what we're for. He's my best friend, and he's done a lot, and I appreciate that. I'm glad that I have him through this time. I hope that we can be there for any of you who need support during the time that that you might be having a hard time with, or something that you might be going through. My number's always open. You guys know that. And I just, we're going to go ahead and set up a GoFundMe, and I'm going to keep the crowdfunding up, because some people like being able to just go to PayPal, the link on PayPal to help donate. But with the GoFundMe, the more action and attention that it gets, the more attention that it's going to get from the GoFundMe site, which means it'll put it in front of more people, and possibly even be able to get it to go viral on to TV viral. The copay is going to be, they say, anywhere from 10 to 20% of the bill. That's pretty much for each. I don't know how much the bill's going to be. They probably, for both of the surgeries, it's going to be close to $300,000-$400,000 each. Yeah, each. And without sharing these videos and without getting help from my friends, my family on Facebook — I really don't have a lot of family on Facebook, but my friends on Facebook, you are my family. And those are the people who have been through something similar or who want to help. Because I know I donate to a lot of things, and I find most of them on Facebook through my friends. The more serious ones, I like to donate, but I like to keep it in the realm, of the people that I know, that if I can help somebody, I'm going to help them no matter what. So, of course, we've got our Haiti that we donate to, and other charities, but all that has to stop right now. We got to take care of number one, and we're both kind of number one right now, and you guys, let's keep this going. I appreciate everything you do. Keep praying. I can handle Satan. I can handle everything he's throwing at me. God says we can handle that. We will not have more on us than what we can handle. So I believe that. Keep praying, because it's working. Let's pass these on. I will set up a GoFundMe link. I will add a video to it, and guys, just pass it on, please. Even if it gets $1 per person, it gets action. We get it out there. We find a second opinion from another spinal surgeon, and then we can see, just to make sure that this is, I just want to make sure I have the right surgeon with such a critical surgery to be done. It's really scary, the thought of not seeing my husband or my children again. As you can see in the first videos, it hit me so hard, and it terrified me. And if you're ever faced with a situation where they tell you go home and don't move because you may not be breathing tomorrow, you'll see, you'll know. You'll know what the first things that come to your mind are. So I'm going to end this video now. I will update you later on more. Oh, we seen the neurologist. Excuse me. We seen the neurologist last week. He said that I do not have any spinal diseases, no MS, no ALS, no anything like that. So the loss of feeling and in my arms, hands, and feet are all from the neck damage. So I just want to, you know, that way they say be specific on what you pray for. Be sure you tell people what to pray for. So this is why I'm posting pictures and telling you guys kind of updates, and you know, that way you'll know what to pray for. So thank you, everybody. We appreciate your help. We appreciate your prayers. You know, I was so hesitant to reach out on Facebook to begin with, but I'm so glad that I did now, because I didn't know that we had so many people that cared. And we're finding out more and more every day. There's a lot of good people left in this world, and it's showing through all of this, and I just can't. I'm humbled to be the center of all this, and I don't, you know, I all this love and prayers, it's not a situation I want to be in, but I'm very lucky to have all of you as friends, and thank you. That's from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. Have a good night, have a good weekend, and God bless.